Yeah.
Scott's gone. He gone.
Just like that.
Thank you. Keep it down, guys. Keep it down, please. Thank you. Thank you. Come on. I said to keep it down.
There he is. He's back.
Yeah. We have a special guest tonight, Scott Dunn. We talked him into it. We got to do the whole clip. It's almost over, though. That's it. Already got 11 watching. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Thanks for putting up with it.
Yeah.
It's
I didn't think you were going to make it on, Scott. I'm glad.
Yeah,
Scott,
well,
had to work late last night. Like, what's late for you?
All night.
Yeah, you were on duty, right?
Yeah.
When do you report?
8 a.m. So I'm generally there for 7, and then we go home at 8 a.m. the next day. But we did a few calls during the day, and then we were up from basically 2 a.m. on, just because the way the calls were spaced out. So nothing crazy, but enough.
So we were all texting earlier today, and Scott's like, "Dude, I gotta sleep. I can't."
Every now and then I powered through the day, but it's hitting me now. I already had a nap on the couch for the kids were at dance.
Huh. So Tweet Extraction says, "Hi guys."
Hey, Ken.
So
Find a way to
I
make
know
this
we've
bigger.
been texting on some ideas. I actually wanted to talk about the worst maple syrup equipment customers. I know we're going to talk about maybe in another episode, maybe today, about the there's Guzzler. What's the other version? I call them the diaphragm. Like, what's your
the Sureflows?
Sureflo. I will never.
Oh.
Is that what you have, Dave?
No, I have Guzzlers.
Darn right you do.
We've heard a few times about Dave and his Guzzlers and how much Nate likes them.
Yeah, pretty much.
They're good for what they're good for.
I have a whole look at all the homework I did just so I could come back at it with you tonight with facts.
Listen, I can change the title of this after the fact. Like, we had like 600-700 people watch the last episode live stream. So if you want to go into that and lose, like, this is like a WWE, like, it's already determined who's winning.
I'm not.
I didn't know,
dude. I'm stone cold.
I didn't know I had to do homework, so I don't have my numbers with me so that I can win though.
It's interesting because you guys are like, Dave's in one camp and Scott's like was in that camp, and he's like graduating to like the real camp.
There's no denying that high vacuum is the most efficient option, but it's not always the most viable in my opinion.
Dave,
now what Scott has done. No, don't talk over me. Now with what Scott has found on that little suitcase weight, it might actually be, but I don't know his numbers yet. Prior to what Scott has, there's been nothing that's been in this camp with the Guzzlers.
Dave, I was only going to say, did you just check your notes before you started?
No, I got them here. I can check them as I go.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I got pricing.
What we're doing.
I got everything.
I am not prepared for this, so it's still kind of unfair, but that's fine. That's fine.
I want to hear about Scott's new endeavor with this. I'm really intrigued about it. I really am.
He's like, Scott, talk about graduating to the big boy leagues.
Well, I would say I've been halfway in that because I've got, big pumps, 3-phase pumps at 2 of my woods that crush it. But it was the small remote woods, 100 and 120 taps, that bringing in mainline power isn't feasible because of the minimum service fee. They want $49 a month, whether just have a meter there. So setting a meter is pretty cost effective or ineffective. But I'm looking at how can I get better vacuum than a Sureflo pump on solar panels, because at the end of the day, all they do is piss me off because the batteries die and they're just not consistent. So I wanted something that was going to be cheaper than bringing mainline power in and give me the same performance. So the Becker single phase dry vane pumps, you can get them in an oil vane single phase 110 pump, but
Do they take more power though?
I'm not sure on that, but the price point gets a lot heavier for the pump itself, just gets more expensive. So it becomes a, you know, what's your barrier to entry of it? So I'm trying to come up with a cost effective way to get people into a high vacuum. The other day I had it deadheaded. It was deadheading at 27 inches.
Okay.
So if I can get someone at 27 inches for a reasonable price, yes, you do need to run a traditional releaser, or you could run an extractor if you could get one in 110. But I'm trying to get fuel efficiency is what I'm really trying to get to get
With a
that.
single power source. Yep.
Yeah. So I've done some testing on it. It'll go like 8 hours on like 3/4 of a gallon. One of them, the releaser's sitting there now. It's all hooked up. I just need to bring, and actually the vacuum pump's in there. I just need to get power there, but we haven't tapped yet, so I didn't put the generator there.
Obviously
But
mechanical.
what's that?
Obviously mechanical.
Yep. But what
No.
I've done is I built little like dog houses that the releaser and the vacuum pump are going to sit in. So the heat coming off of that vacuum pump is what I'm hoping is going to keep that releaser warm, so I don't have to deal with an icing issue.
Got question.
Yes, sir.
That vacuum pump, is it 110?
Yes. You can get it in 220.
What's the
but
CFM?
4.8, I think it is. Yeah, 4.8.
All right.
So it's good. I mean, everyone used to say, it was
tap.
1 CFM per 100 taps. Now people are trying to get ahead of it and get higher levels, so they're saying 1 CFM per 50. I think for a small remote woods, 500 taps, you should be able to keep that woods tight if you can get through the woods in a short hurry, to where that I think 100 per CFM is pretty feasible. But that's where I'm going. So a 500 tap woods is about what this is meant for on this pump. You can get bigger pumps, but I was trying to get into it the cheapest with the smallest pump for what I have for woods that I'm trying to test with.
What is the cost?
It's gonna probably right around, I'd have to look just to be sure, but $1,400-$1,500, somewhere's in that neighborhood for that pump.
And then how much is a releaser, mechanical releaser for that size that you're going to need?
So that's the hard part. As for what I have available through Leader H2O, the smallest I have is a double barrel. I think it's an 8-inch, maybe it's a 12-inch, which is rated for what, 800 or 1,000 taps, something like that. But I didn't want a double barrel there just because of the increased mechanics of it for the small amount of taps. So what I ended up doing is I bought 2 used mechanical releasers. So I paid $750 a piece for them. And that is what I'm going to be using at each of those woods. So you're $1,500 for a releaser these days is pretty well where you're going to start for a mechanical.
So just say $3,300.
Somewhere's in that neighborhood. Yep.
And then a generator.
Yeah, and
I didn't buy the Guzzler regardless too.
Right, and I didn't buy new generators. I hit the marketplace hard, and I bought 2 used Honda 1000s, and I think I paid $450 for one and $500 for the other one.
Scott,
they did need to go to a small engine shop.
Ones? Is that the little quiet ones?
Yeah, they make a 1000 and a 2000.
A Honda 1000. You paid what?
$450 for one of them and $500 for the other one.
And you said the CFM on your pump is what?
4.8.
4.8. So that's still going to need a really good tight system.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to be able to slack on it, but I mean, it's got more recovery than a Guzzler for sure, just because of the way it's built. It can withstand some, but it's not a big pump that's going to be able to let you have 2 drops hanging and still be sitting at 27 inches.
Yeah. So for instance, my quad Guzzler, if you were to go buy that new, is $2,900 on Bosler's site. That is 8 CFM capable of 28 inches of mercury, 115 volt, and then I have a 1800 Honda suitcase generator, and I can get 11 hours out of that tank, and it cost me 40 cents an hour to run.
Are you serious?
Yes.
This dude was doing calculus before we started this thing.
I wanted to have my, realistic facts. I definitely
hoping for this.
But the thing is, like Scott's saying, low CFM, you got to have a nice tight system. That's why I had to spend $800 on a precision tapper, because I need nice, tight, clean holes for my spouts, and then a nice tight line, going to the quad. So I ran a double on this woods for a long time, but going to the quad's rated for 1,800 taps. I only have in this woods 300. So with having that CFM and the oversized on that side unit, I think it's gonna be able to tolerate the leaks a little bit better, if that makes sense. I'm not nowhere near the max. You don't want leaks anyway, but a double guzzler, which is rated for 800 taps, is 4 CFM, and those are $1,600 for the 115 volt. They have a 12 volt double that is 1,800, and they also have a 24 volt double that is 2,100. They're all rated for 800 taps, and they're the one caveat to this: the 24 volt double, for whatever reason, says it's only capable of 23 inches of mercury, where the other two doubles say 29. Even the 12 volt says 29. And the 24 volt is capable of running 50 hours straight on two 12 volt batteries, synced in line to make 24 volt, where the 12 volt single is capable of 20 hours on a single battery.
Now, the one thing that I'll say with that is that's going to be if you take like a brand new battery off the shelf and try and go with that. They're looking at perfect conditions. It's warm. Like anything, when they do the test on that to get that huge number, it's batteries aren't cold, all that thing.
Yeah.
One thing I found on my Sureflo systems is it's all well and good on a battery system early in the season when it's getting cold at night, so the pumps are shutting off because you're not running them 24 hours if you're smart, and then you get some sunny days to get those things charged back up. You get late in the season, last week of March, first, second week of April, and it's not freezing at night, but you still get some decent temperatures. It's overcast for a couple days. Those batteries can't keep up, and you're going to end up fighting with them more than they're worth, I think. I mean, it's one thing if you can. I was running 200-watt solar panels on my systems, and at the end of the day, it was more of a battle, and I was losing vacuum and losing sap because they were shutting off because the batteries would be flat, and once you take a battery all the way to flat, it never comes back all the way to good again. So I ended up buying at least one battery a year, a deep cycle, to recover what I was losing. Granted, I would put them on my camper during the summer, but taking that into account, I was spending $130 to $150 a year on a battery just to try and keep those two systems going, and feeling like I was going backwards. Whereas now with the generator power, plus I've got the generator that I can use for whatever else I feel like in the off season. So the hard part with this is I'm trying to make something work for me.
Yep.
And it's different for everybody.
Exactly.
And I think it really comes down to when you want to do a cost per tap. I don't have good numbers on sap out of these woods. I have total sap for the year, but not sap coming out of each woods per day. So I'm not going to be able to get a realistic number of how much of an increase I see. And my numbers have been as I've made different efficiencies through the years, I haven't had consistent, like we get 32,000 gallons of sap every year, no matter what. So I'm not going to be able to tell if we get an extra, 3,000 gallons of sap because of this.
Yep.
I know that last year when I put my Becker 3-phase pump here at home, I saw a significant sap increase. Like I could tell, and where I could tell was it was taking me too long to pump the tank because I was putting too much time in there. So now I upgraded that to an 1.5 inch line rather than a 1 inch line to pump that tank out.
Mm.
So going from 23 inches to 28, 29 inches made a significant difference in the amount of sap. Now, I don't have total gallons, but I was spending too much time standing next to the tank waiting for it to pump compared to what I used to.
So in my mind, correct me if I'm wrong, 27 inches of mercury is 27 inches of mercury, no matter how it is, correct? So if I'm getting 27, 28 on my guzzlers, which I am, what's the difference between having the high CFM and the low CFM, but it's still the same inches of mercury?
So the only thing I'll say is that you're getting a smaller pulse on a quad than you are like the single or the double with it moving. You're also going to get an increased level of vacuum when the sap is flowing because those diaphragms stay wet and they make a better seal.
Yep.
Going to a traditional vacuum pump with a releaser or an extractor, they don't depend on that liquid contact on those valves. So you're going to get near perfect 27 all the time compared to slight fluctuation. Now, like anything, you lose whenever something's off or it drops. If I run out of power, or meaning that run out of gas and the pump quits, or whatever happens, it's going to be no different. So there's no perfect system when you're working with off grid. There's just there's headaches that come with it. The one way that I'm going to know which one I'm losing on is that my SAP Spy system. I'm going to run that over to it. So that'll be plugged into the generator as well. So I'll get an alert if I lose power.
That's
And
what
then
I
I can
do.
tell if I'll get an alert if the vacuum drops, meaning that
Yep.
there's a vacuum failure, but the generator's still running. So basically I'll be able to tell which one's which when I'm
Yep.
running.
I have SAP Spies in all three of my locations as well. And then I did run for 2 seasons the 24-volt single. And what I would do is I had quick disconnect couplers on the batteries, like cables. And then every day after the SAP would stop running, because I'd go off of my SAP Spy, it'd tell me what was going on. I'd drive over there, get my 2 batteries, bring them back to the house, and put them on the charger for the night for the next day. I did have that thing run over when it was an all-night run, 24 hours, and I was nervous. I was like, well, I'm going to get what I can get, and if it dies, it dies. And it shut off because it did the big run. It just timed up good to where when I went and picked up the SAP, I picked up the batteries because it wasn't running anymore anyway because it ran all night. It definitely worked. And then this might sound a little cheap, but on the battery thing, you obviously get a warranty on them, Scott. And AutoZone doesn't really care, at least here, if I start having problems and they test and it was low and I told them what I was doing with SAP, they just exchanged the battery for me. And I pretty much did that every season because they have a multiple year warranty on them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have time to fight with batteries anymore. It's straight up where I'm at.
No,
At
it's
the end
not.
of the season, all they do is piss me off, and I don't have time to be pissed off.
Yeah, it's not the most ideal scenario, but if you're a guy coming from buckets and you got a job and you're busy and it is a possibly cheaper, viable option for you. But I would recommend to anybody.
By the way, that's a t-shirt idea. I don't have time to be pissed.
No, I think honestly, if I could steer anybody, I would just go straight to the suitcase with a single or double 110 at 40 cents an hour of running. I mean, it's way better than the battery option, like what you're talking about. Then you also have a generator you can use for camping, multiple other uses throughout I definitely agree with you on the batteries, but it is still for somebody could be an option.
Yeah, I mean,
So
at the end of the day,
we're 20 minutes in. I have a giveaway. I do. You didn't know this, but I have a giveaway for anyone that is within Scott Dunn's area. So it's got to be his area. It's a giveaway. We'll do a 110 volt vacuum pump and releaser and a hat. Sure. I'll donate it. It has to be a Scott Dunn viewer, and they have to prove it. They have to prove they are a Scott Dunn.
They've had to comment on one of his videos from like 2 years ago or something. How about that?
Yes, I want those people.
There you go.
This is fair. You get a free releaser, and it's mechanical. It's not. I think a BHR. Whatever. I got a Lappy or a BHR. You get to pick whichever one you want. Scott Dunn. You have to watch his channel. You have to have commented 2 years ago. Freaking Dave, that's genius, by the way. Right? Scott,
Got you.
Genius.
Got you.
Like these people who have been with us from the beginning.
Yes.
So, and then I've got it's 12 CFM. It's a 12 CFM like vacuum pump releaser combo. You have to be a Scott Dunn. You have to have commented 2 years ago.
Yep.
And it's free. Like we're going to donate this to you. But look, you got to prove it. Scott, you'll know, right?
He'll know.
Yeah, I can check.
Like if they've made a comment up to 2 years ago.
Yep.
And what if they're not near you? I want to put in there that I will still ship for free wherever you are.
How about within a 5-hour radius?
Yeah, that's fine. That's the whole Maple Belt. I'm in. But you have to be a Dunn Family Farm subscriber. You have to have commented within like 2 years ago.
Yep.
That means you're an OG.
Yep.
If you're an OG, free vacuum pump, free mechanical releaser, and we're going to replace David Hughes' favorite, Guzzler.
I'm not saying it's a favorite. I'm just saying if you look at the affordability entry.
Yeah, if we need to, we'll get him a Honda generator. Like, we got you, dude. So
hey, don't go big time. The shitty tool store generator. I mean, we don't want to, break the bank.
No. Like, I'm not messing around. This is I'm not messing around. We're going to take care of Scott's viewer 2 years ago, which is brilliant. If you are a Dunn Family Maple Farm like subscriber and you made comments 2 years ago, you're eligible.
There you go.
All right. What else makes them eligible?
5-hour radius.
5-hour radius. What else? They need to be replacing one of David Hughes' favorite. What's it called?
Listen, I'm not saying it's a favorite, and I'm not saying I wouldn't go back, but I'm telling you.
I think it needs to be someone upgrading.
Yes.
That they're going to get into a higher level of vacuum than, they're going from a Sureflo pump up to, a true vacuum pump or something like that. They're going to get to 27 inches.
We got a lot of comments, guys.
Or they're on buckets or bags or something. Like even that. Like you just can't have a vacuum already.
So Green Maple Farm says Scott is giving something away with a question mark. The answer is yes. We're going to provide a mechanical releaser, vacuum pump, and if need be, generator. That's Scott's call. You need to reach out to Scott. Like, I don't want your emails. Like,
put it all on. Yeah, there we go. I knew it was coming. We knew it was coming, Scott.
Because I don't have enough shit to do.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm just sending the thing. Scott gets to pick. And look, if Scott picks himself, I don't blame him. He can pick himself. I don't care.
So here's my piece to it. There's a video that I did, I think it's 2 years ago, where I'm complaining about batteries. They've got to go back and comment on that video. So they got to go find that video.
There you go.
But they're like 2 year vets.
Did they have to comment prior, or are you saying they have to just
now? They've got to go find that video and put a comment on it now.
Oh,
are you doing the magical thing I just created?
They might not be an OG at that point, though.
Yeah,
well,
I want to
know OGs, Scott.
Look, I'm an OG, and as an OG, I get a vote.
Hey, wait a second. Does that make me eligible? I might be able to play the. Oh, I'm not in 5 hours. Never mind.
Go ahead and try.
I identify as 5 hours away.
You're close to Minnesota.
Dude, we got 50 people watching. Well, 48. I like this comment. Chester Maine Maple says, "Does it count if I've bought a tank off Scott 2 years ago?"
He sure did, and he's running Guzzlers.
All right. donating a vacuum pump and mechanical releaser. You have to get a hold of Scott Dunn. Dude, we should give away more stuff. I'm
You don't
serious.
like free
think
stuff?
this
I mean,
would
I do.
crush it. So this poor person, they definitely qualify. They're running a double guzzler. You qualify for the pain and suffering that you've endured. I like this. So Smegzilla says, I will let you replace my guzzler for 800 taps.
So wait a second. Let's just be fair here. Mr. Guzzler hater, double Guzzler hater here.
Dave, I'm muting Dave. Dave, you got muted. This is a Scott Dunn. He's all the way in Minnesota, but he says, or I'm sorry, he's like Wisconsin, almost Minnesota. He says, I will let you replace my guzzler for 800 taps. I watched Scott's channel for the silver sodas. Scott, what is a silver soda?
Oh, they're delicious.
What? This is a food?
Yeah, it comes in a silver can, generally 12 ounces. You can get them in 16 ounces.
Are they sometimes referred to as a silver bullet?
Yeah.
Do they have mountains that turn blue?
Yeah, CL smoothies are amazing.
I get it. Listen, is that the Smegzilla? That should qualify him. That's pretty impressive.
I mean, I'm a classy broad when it comes to what I drink for beer. And, you know, I don't mind being judged for it.
What do you think? Like, I put him in the, yes. Do I get a vote?
You took away Dave's.
Oh, let me unmute Dave. I'm sorry. That's unmute. Dave, this is like a show on ESPN. He's messing with you. Come on.
Well, I think I got someone that found that video already because I'm pretty sure they commented on it.
You're not muted, but you just mess with me. Dave's messing with me, which I deserve. I deserve, because I was like, where's the button? Where's the button?
Oh.
So this person says they're 100% solar panels, 800 taps. I would like to work with that person. We're giving away free stuff. By the way, you can give away, like, guys.
Someone found the video that I was talking about.
There's a chance I could give away more.
You can't give it all away in one night.
You can't do it. You gotta keep them coming back.
That makes you a whore.
Dude, I have infinite. I have infinite giveaway.
People will think you're dirty if you're giving it all away in one night. You mean
that's fair.
Don't be that way.
I'm filthy.
Be better than that.
I'm filthy.
But you want them to watch next week, don't you?
Listen, that's true. I'm in Wisconsin though, and we'll pay the difference, but only want low profile electric releaser. What's that mean? I'll give you a hint. I'll tell you this for free. I had a very flat woods in Ohio that we used to manage, and we actually buried like concrete vaults so we could put our releaser like 2.5 foot underground. So we could actually pump the sap out. So yeah. What is this? What's Scott's territory? Scott doesn't have a territory.
No, they're asking what 5 hours is probably the radius we were talking about.
Yeah. Scott has no borders. If you are an OG, you have been like Scott, his viewers are going to get a lot of free stuff. A lot of, like, Scott, you'll be able to prove it. Like, if they know what a silver soda, what is it? Silver soda?
Silver soda, CL smoothie.
They have to prove to Scott they're an OG. Listen, I'm talking like first 100 viewers, first 100 subs. Dude, if you were
I wonder if I could go find that
to Scott's channel before it was cool, you get some free stuff, dude. And it's completely by accident because you probably got freaking lucky. I'm giving stuff away. Scott's gonna be sending me episodes, like emails, like I need a pump. All right. But it would help if you're near Scott. This is way too fun giving away stuff. And there's only 49 people, and I hope freaking one of you actually do this and don't wait till after. This person says, I'm his number one customer, Green Maple Farm. Is that true, Scott?
He was here today. And he found the video that I was talking about too, where I was talking about how much I love batteries already.
So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to make this totally like Dave and I's last live stream. We were like, but this time we're going to show the big announcement, and we just mess with people. But Green Maple Farm, all they have to do is say what they need. And like magically a wand will be waved.
Be careful. He needs a lot.
Yeah, that's fair. But if he is your customer and he's a subscriber, he just lucked the frick out. That's what happened.
Mm-hmm. The easy part is shipping cheap because he's close.
Close to you?
Yep.
That's fair.
Yep.
I just need to know. Green Maple Farm, what do you need? Like we're waving.
Telling you, be careful with what you say. What do you need? Because
I've got two. I've got a BHR mechanical that I used 2 years ago, and I have a Lapierre that's a little bigger canister. So, what do you need? Which one? I would go the BHR. I'm not sure about this Lapierre. So he says, I need a releaser. Are we talking mechanical? I'm making a list. Santa Nate right now. Let's go. He says, and a propane finisher. He has chosen the BHR. Done. The genie has taken care of your first wish. BHR coming to Scott Dunn's. So is that fair that we believe him? Like, you know who he is, Scott?
Oh yeah, no, he was at my place today.
All right. So the BHR going to your place. If he's using the Guzzler or one of Dave's Sureflo Guzzler whatever that is, does he need a vacuum pump? That's a question.
I know he's got one that he's trying to run everything off of because he's got it at the sugar house and it'll run off standby generator.
Okay.
Today he told me that he's going to become a big time Charlie, and he just picked up a whole another piece of woods. So he's all excited, which means I'm excited because that means I'll sell him more stuff.
Wait a minute. When you say big time Charlie, is that like a Maine lingo? Like,
oh yeah, he's a big deal now. I mean, he's always been a big deal. Now he's a bigger deal.
Something you're about to say. He's wicked. He's wicked.
Wicked smacking fat.
Yeah. All right. Wait a minute. We got it. He said he needs a vac pump. What do you need? And you got to be reasonable or you're out. Like if you say I want a Porsche 911, be reasonable. We're talking like entry level. So
we're just poor maple farmers. We're not rich.
How about a 110 volt, 12 CFM Galt pump? I'd do that. By the way, while we were doing this, I was like, I need 4 more of these 110. I just ordered a bunch.
I wish that the government hadn't got involved in everything, but also known as electric motors, because they used to be able to take those pumps or the motors and make them 110 or 220 just by flipping the wires around. But the federal government got involved and, they can screw up everything. So you can't do that now. Now it's a 110 or a 220 pump, and that's a pain in the duba.
All right. He says that'll work. So if I get you the 110, I got you, dude. It'd be nice if I could ship a pallet somewhere that's gonna your house is not.
No, I can get a pallet. I got a guy.
You do?
Pallets. Yeah.
You text me where you want this pallet.
Yeah.
I got a lot of crap to send Scott. Not sure if he wants to talk about it tonight. I understand. But I gotta send him.
I don't think we can give that up. I mean, you can't.
That's
like I said, you can't give it all up in one night. I mean,
Dave definitely can. I've seen it. I was there.
We're not supposed to talk about.
You're the best. Scott's got to sell me some more stuff now, dude. He gets a free vacuum pump and a free mechanical releaser. It's a BHR. I use it last couple years.
They're good releasers.
Yeah, all
especially when it's free.
That's
my favorite.
Yeah, free. I will I should probably have him clean it up and get all the stuff out of it and stuff. So
that's awesome that you just unhooked it and put it away.
who said I put it away?
It doesn't have a tree on it like your tank, does it?
That's a killer giveaway. But I think I got another really good offer tonight. It's got to be someone near Dave. Same deal. You're going to make him cry by replacing one of his favorite double, what do you call them? Like double knuckle canister. What are they called?
I'm just saying they're an affordable option.
100%.
That's it. That's all I'm saying. They're affordable. If you are on bags and you have a job and you don't have friends to help and you want to expand, it's an easy entry level affordable option.
If you don't want to make money,
if you have Nate's type of money, then yes, high vacuum's the way to go.
Dave Carlin, your turn. I love this, by the way. Dave's up there. He's like not far from you, right?
I'm not sure.
He's in Maine, dude.
Yeah, pretty sure.
Dave, don't tell me. Is Dave a good dude? Like, does he deserve this? Dave, in your past, have you wronged Scott? Just be honest.
He's in Minnesota.
Dang. You're closer to Dave. All right, Dave. Dave is closer to Dave. Tell me. What do you need, Dave? We are granting wishes tonight. Maple wishes. This might be the best.
Oh, that
YouTube
would have been
video.
a better name for it.
Title?
Maple Wishes.
Maple Wish.
Maple Wish, not Make a Wish.
Make a Maple Wish with Jeannie Nate. So I need to know.
They're going to rub your belly?
What do you need, Dave? I need to know. And you have to tell me why Dave's laughing, because I don't really know. Doug Bowman
because
says,
you said you were a genie, and I asked if they were going to rub your belly.
Dude, nothing works harder than the bottom buttons on this shirt right here. Those guys are like hanging on. Tell me more about the Galt vacuum pump that runs on 110. Doug, it is 12 CFM. That's all I know. This Android says, "What's up, fellas?" When you got an Android name, like, why can't you just use your name?
Yeah, and get an iPhone. I mean, step up into the world, you know. I mean,
listen, hey, you leave my Android alone. Them iPhones are junk.
So Dave's in Minnesota. He's needy. All right, Dave. He says? What kind? I won't have the mechanical, or I won't have the extractors that are both solar and conventional. I will not have those until 2027. So he is an Android, and we have the same tractor. I love that MT 570. I love that tractor. 73 horse. Love that thing. Guys, that's my YouTube channel name, R2D2. That's your friggin' C3PO. That's your YouTube channel name. Doug, he's got it. He's like, I want to upgrade my newly acquired tubing system from a. You're lucky. You're really close to Dave. So since you're close to Dave, how does he prove that he has watched one of your videos from early on?
I doubt they have. Nobody
Come
watches that stuff.
We're giving crap away tonight, which is awesome. Every maple farmer is going to be like, if they're doing a Sapchat, I'm on it because they'll give away free stuff. And that is true. We will.
I think I only have like 500 subscribers on my channel.
I don't care. Like, that's even extra special.
I do it so I don't forget how to do something the next year. It's my own documentation.
But if they can prove it to you, and
yeah,
you know, they hate white.
Screenshot it. Go to the video they commented on, screenshot it, and send it to me.
check out Deep South Rust Garage. So Dave says he needs a mechanical releaser for 1,000 taps this year. Do you need it? Like, tell the truth. Do you need it now, Dave? Or are you doing this for 2027? And frickin' be honest, because I'll know. I am like Santa. Smeg says, I'll take the pump and buy my own releaser. I don't get it. Is he giving up a pump?
No, he's giving up a releaser.
So
he's saying, I'll take the pump and he'll get his own. He says, give the releaser to Dave.
All right. I'd do that. I'm feeling a little bit generous.
Well, so is he, obviously.
I only have 46 subscribers. You got to show a little more skin, buddy. You're not going to get it. You need to put something in the thumbnail to make a dude click. Do next year.
I don't even know how to do that.
Dave, I got you, dude. Dave, I got you. So am I hearing it right? For 2027 season, you will run the Galt vacuum and mechanical releaser from who does it matter? We'll get you one. Sorry, I've never commented on a video, but I've been watching you for a couple years. Prove it, Doug. Freaking prove it right now. Can't prove it? No.
I can't believe he's watched my videos, poor guy.
And listen, Scott and I agree.
I mean, if he's watching he's just learning about guzzlers at this point, so.
Dave knows all about guzzlers. There's no doubt. Dude, we just gave away. What did we give away so far? How many pumps?
Releaser and a pump to Maine.
Yep. So going to Scott and then a releaser and pump to Dave.
Nope.
You split it, didn't you?
Pump to Brian and then a releaser to Dave.
All right. It's fine. That's all I got in the releaser stage. So that's all I got. I thought I heard the ice machine.
Do you see a squirrel or what?
He heard the ice machine.
It must mean it's time to get up and get a glass of water or something.
Giving up the ghost.
Oh, man.
Here's a comment that makes me giggle. Is, what do I get if I can outproduce real vacuum with Sureflows this year? You can for about 3.5 seconds. You can for about 3.5 seconds.
I'm a Cherry Coke fan. If you ever want to send me I'm a Cherry Coke fan. All right, another comment, Dave, would be this year, but he is incapacitated. Once his shoulder heals, he'll be chasing the big time. So Carlin's got a shoulder hurt or what?
I'm not sure.
I freaking love this comment. So does Dave.
That's what Scott just said.
So Jim for Maple says, what do I get if I can outperform real vacuum with Sureflows this year? I'm in on this. Like, is this a sucker bet? Like, are we serious?
I'm not even going to take that bet because I don't want. I mean, I like to win. I mean, even like when it comes to like with my kids, is I'm a winner. But I'm not going to take this bet because I don't want to make this guy feel bad because I've tried to win at this game for 4 or 5 years now.
Let's talk about this.
I've kicked my own ass, so I'm not even interested in.
I need to know where, Jim for Maple. I need to know the state you're in, where you're at. I need details because you basically said, "Can this horse and buggy beat this automobile. Like, and Vegas would definitely vote for the vacuum. And I think it's interesting. He said the words real vacuum. Why would somebody pick the words real vacuum versus Sureflo?
I thought he was sure the way he was talking about his pumps, though.
Look, he said real vacuum. There's a reason. If you own one of them suck blow things.
Have I said anywhere that it's the best? No, I never said it's the best option. I did, however, say it's the most affordable option.
I think people should know if they buy a Sureflo or a Guzzler that it both sucks and blows. Those two things are important.
They got check valves on them.
I know. So they
It
suck.
is a suck blow, though.
And they blow. Right? Check valve makes it possible to blow. You know it's true.
Into the tank.
If that's what
hey,
you want
semantics here. I mean, tomato.
That's what you want to judge. I can understand.
You guys are horrible. I wish I had your guys' money.
Listen, Dave Bowman says, Dave, I found your video on check valve spouts for interesting.
Oh, there you go.
I need English when you write things. This one says, I've watched all the videos you all post. Wish I had it in me to do it. I like the new Tapped In podcast with Dan and Crestview. I've heard about it. I saw him doing it at the New York State show. I did not have a second to even stop by. It was ridiculous because I was late to like every session I was supposed to speak at. So every time I walked in the lobby, all they had to do was ask me, though, hey, Nate, you got a second? I would have done it, but I was busy. And all they had to do was ask.
Is that the guy out of New York?
Yes. Dan Bolton, Crestview. Okay. Dude's doing a good job. Like he's getting close to 1,000 subs. That's the line.
Yeah. Way more than I have. I think I'm like 500.
Nate. So Dave Carlin says, Nate, you are the best man. I was going to give you a ride to Roth, I think last year. I don't know if that was part of the question. Like, thank you.
No, he's saying he's seen you and you're probably stranded, so he's going to give you a ride.
No, I do something I call, like, I do a
hitchhike.
Yes, it's like a Maple YouTube version. I call it Maple Moober, which is not very cool, but I call it Moober.
Nah, it's not cool at all. I would let that one go.
Yep.
Oh, man.
I had full shoulder replacement on January 2nd. So, Dave, no wonder you're watching so much YouTube.
I mean, I would think that if he had shoulder replacement on the 2nd, by this point, he's probably finished the internet. So he's waiting for us to put new stuff there because I know that the days that I'm home with not much to do, but at the end of the day, it's like I've run out of things to look at on the internet. I think I finished it.
So
I'm not going to go out in negative 40-degree weather to make a video. I know that.
Southern Adirondacks. I need more information. Like, do you have a town in the Southern Adirondacks? Like, where are you at? You're probably still closest to Scott. I love that I'm going to give away stuff. It's genius. Southern Adirondacks. So I need a town, Jim. So, yes, Scott, you were a wonder putting that RO in that little closet. I agree. I commented that he had everybody else watched it and saw something, but I saw the camera work. I was like, Scott, that way to move the camera, way to like the angle you had there. No one else was saying that. Like, right, Scott? No one else. I was like, angle work, moving it. Like the YouTuber saw the YouTuber.
Yeah, that was a challenge for sure. I mean, when you first start something, you're like, oh yeah, that's no problem. It'll fit right in there. And then you get halfway into it and you're like, well, I don't know if it will, but we'll find out the rest of the way.
So the Android wants to know who's drunk. And it might be more than drunk. Just saying.
Oh no!
Saying like, you drunk? Are you? That's not even a sentence. Where are you from? That's got to be it. Are you a New Yorker? You're probably from New York. Deep rust. Okay, here we go. How much power does a electric releaser need? Depends. There's different ones. So our R&D, we're working on solar, 12 volt, 24 volt. We have a whole R&D process starting up right now on a solar powered extractor. So electric releaser is the same as an extractor. This is appropriate. Good night, ladies. Good night. Maple
Enjoy.
Bear. You might be a sow. Here we go. Also, the one of David video, like Doug's like watching your videos right now because he wants to qualify. It's all right.
Hey, I feel sorry for him.
I'm in though. That's as long as you guys are taking notes. Who's getting what? Brad says did 1 year on Sureflo pumps. So I know Brad. Brad's the guy that's helped me out with the solar releasers. He's out past Minneapolis.
Yeah, I sold him a pump last year.
Yep. So he said he bought a pump from Scott and called me, and I'm like, dude, I got you.
He didn't even want Becker's VFD. He had his own and had some issues.
Good.
We were able to take care of him. Yeah, and to the point that they're like, asked me some questions about what was going on. I'm like, he knows what he's doing more than I do, and I think you do. So I would trust what he's saying about this pump. And they were like, okay, and replace the pump, no questions.
Somebody just said Bleecker. That must be the town.
Yeah, it's like northwest of Albany a little bit in New York is where he lives.
I'm in. It's a Scott Dunn area at this point. So Bleecker, isn't that the street that who's
Beaker, one of the Muppets?
Beaker is, but Bleecker Street is crap. Who played him? Robert Downey Jr., the Inspector, British. I can't think of it. Watson.
James Bond?
Watson is his dude. Sherlock Holmes. Thanks, honey. Bleecker Street.
Is she eavesdropping on you?
A little bit. She's worried about me, and that's fair.
Yeah. They're always watching and judging.
My wife just said, you need to dial it down. What did you say? You're embarrassing me.
I'm getting the finger right now because mine's watching and judging me right now. So you're not alone.
My wife just said.
Well, I'm about ready to log off after what I just seen walk by. So you guys are on your own.
Jason says, evening. What pump is best? Screw pump, vein pump, claw pump? I love this question.
Oil vein.
I actually am converted. I agree with Scott. Well, screw pump if it's oil for large taps. Overall, I'm an oil vein guy. Like you're not going to convince me unless you're an oil screw pump. That's the only thing better.
They handle the sap or the vapors better and the sugar
I agree.
better.
I agree.
But they don't pull the vacuum that a
pump was great, except we couldn't get parts anymore, and that was not great.
Right. The oil vein pumps they pull better vacuum on the high end.
So I got a text that said, if you're giving away pumps, I'll take one. You just have to comment, dude.
Yeah, you got to wait till next time.
You have to. This guy's
can't give everything away all at once.
Rutland, and like all he has to do is prove that he watched some of your videos, Scott. Like this ain't hard. We're like giving him the
next week
test.
Next week, come and hang out next week.
Yeah. Are you talking about when we're boiling?
Are we boiling next week? Looks
No,
frozen still.
What's next week?
I don't know. But the next live, I mean, you can't give away everything all in one night.
Dude, I have
people will judge you for doing that.
Dude, I got it.
And we're an hour in.
What? Not
We're almost
quite.
an hour in.
What about us East Coasters? Mark, what about you? What do you mean? Which one of you guys is watching the news?
Not me. I don't have a TV. I'm in a quiet room.
My wife's watching something. I'm not paying.
She's allowed. I'm not crossing Aaron.
No, you don't want to.
Aaron, you do what you want to do.
Pure evil when it wants to.
You do what you want to do. So Matthew LaFlamme been running a double guzzler for 6 years. Really want to hook up a real vacuum pump. I just want to repeat that. Really want to hook up a real vacuum pump, but the double guzzler has never let me down other than the occasional blown. He said blow diaphragm. I think he meant blown, which is the past tense of blow. Right, Dave? I told you they suck and blow, but this was a different way to blow than I had previously thought about. But this is perfect. Like they said, blow diaphragm, Dave. Where in New Hampshire you're closest to Scott Dunn? Where in New Hampshire? I hope he's close to you. Mark, what does canner mean? What do you want? Mark says, I want a canner. Oh, let's see. What about us East Coasters? Mark wants a canner. I can wave a magic wand and get you a canner. It's not a problem. I need to know where you're at. Oil vein is best. I agree. I work on Becker's almost every day at work. We have about 100 at my work and rebuild dry and oil ones all the time. How about that? Dave? Listen, I got approval to give away pumps tonight. I don't think Scott did.
We gave away a pump.
Did you tonight?
Yeah, you did. I was here.
I know, but I'm
we
just
did.
saying, like, Becker didn't give you a pump to give away. After this live stream, they will. That's what I think. Because I will freaking give a ton of pumps away to Scott Dunn. It's stupid how many pumps I will give away. I just ordered tonight a 200 CFM, 100 CFM, 438 CFMs, and 2 12 CFMs. I will give freaking pumps away.
Did you order a Guzzler?
I would never order a gum guzzler. Never.
But you said they suck.
They suck and blow. According to your viewers, David. The new diaphragms are great. Never had to change them once last year.
That is true. The new Guzzler diaphragms do make a difference.
I'm sorry. I only make a lot of tap per tap. So what's a diaphragm? Is that like...
Aren't you going to buckets this year?
Maybe. Listen, you can't.
So you're going backwards. You're going from vein pumps and claw pumps.
These are my great
buckets.
These are my great grandfather's sap buckets.
Well, I have some of those too, not yours, but mine in my sugar house. But I like to get a lot of sap per tap. That's why they sit on the shelf. Because I want 20, 28 at the tap.
Of a full sap bucket?
No, but yes. But my favorite sound is the drops hitting the bottom of the bucket. The bing, bing.
There is
bing,
still,
bing.
as a sugar maker, nothing better than the sight of a full sap bucket.
What about the feeling of wet boots that are full of sap? Do you enjoy that?
It's a good story.
Or the kids that are dumping the buckets and they're so excited that they filled a 5-gallon pail to where they can't lug it, so you got to get someone else to lug it.
And then you lose it.
I've got that trophy.
Gallon.
Yep.
I like
But
that.
I thought you liked making syrup.
I do. I have a cheat code. I don't know if you know, Scott. Does he know? Dave, do you know about my cheat code? Scott, you know?
Are you talking about the
Maybe.
stuff from the factory you're going to bring back? What?
Sweetwater. Yeah, my team makes like 150 gallons of 7 bricks sap Sweetwater a day, just cleaning out filter presses, stuff like that. I don't have to pay for it. My company did. I'm hauling it to the farm and I'm going to boil it down.
Yeah, it's genius.
We have figured out we lose about 50,000 pounds a year. That's stupid.
What's that? A tractor trailer load, just about?
40,000 is a tractor trailer load.
Yep. So over a tractor trailer load, are gone.
Dark Attack. What about a draw off tank, Western New York? I have a couple. Depends on what you need. Wave the wand here. Little Genie Nate, Santa Nate, what do you need? Draw off tank, Western New York. You're in Doug Beats' territory. Doug doesn't have a YouTube channel. But if you can tell me the brand name of vacuum pumps, Doug, listen, I did a video there. If you can tell me the shot I did with his reverse osmosis, what is unique about it? I got you. Draw off tank. Done.
It fits in a closet like mine. It's not a room. It's a closet for an RO.
What does bow mean? Blown isn't always meaning past. Yes, it is. Bucket boys. Yep. Jim, I've been there. If I'm getting a new vacuum pump, I think Nate should have to use a Guzzler also. No. No, I'd rather get stabbed. I'd rather get stabbed than use a Guzzler. I have a better chance of surviving. There's a lot of good.
But they suck and blow. So it would help you.
In certain ways.
Littleton, New Hampshire. Yep, 2 hours from me. I drive right through there a whole bunch when I'm going to camp or going over to Leader.
Where does it say that?
Matt LaFlame. Comment. He's
Where?
in Littleton, New Hampshire.
Where?
I don't know. I got it on mine.
What?
I got skills. I don't know what to tell you.
How do you see that?
Right there. It's on the screen, right?
Yes. Okay. It's in front of me. This is proof of my ingestion. That's true. What do you need, Matthew LaFlame? That's very French sounding. Deck attack. I'll message you. I need more info. Reese says he needs a 3x10 Galt evaporator. So, Reese, where you at? I'm not saying I can't make it happen.
You said you're only making 2x8s, and that was it.
Oh, yeah. I straight changed that, didn't I?
Yeah, he's getting me a 2x4.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
you're welcome for that.
I was like, whoa, like these people want evaporators. Yeah, like yes, 2x8 happened for like 2 weeks. I changed my mind
to a 2x4 for me.
Yep, Dave's getting a 2x4.
One thing I think that in the market is there's too many different options to where it's very hard for the manufacturers. You know, there's 3 different lengths in a 30-inch wide. Then there's, 6 different lengths in, a 36-inch wide. That I think that there is more room for standardization, but there's producers of every size that can adjust. They may just be on the short side, when they upgrade their evaporator, like it'll have the ability to take on more taps. And I think that that's a smart decision when anyone buys an evaporator, is to, have expanding capability, because no one's ever going, yep, I'm getting ready to go down in tap, so I'm buying a new evaporator. I mean, it's usually, the people that are like, yep, I'd love to have more if I could find it. But if you've got the evaporator, then you can go find it, rather than being like, I'd love to take that woods on, but I just don't have enough evaporator right now, so I can't do it.
So here we go. A 1200 Galt will replace all our solder. That's a model number I have not seen, but I'm interested in it since I own Galt Evaporator Company. What's a 1200 Galt? Are you talking about the 12 CFM Galt? And where are you at? I need to know. Can't help you if I don't know where you're at. Riley, this freaking lucky dude. Riley, you tell everybody where you're from, what you need, and I will wave the magic wand. It is
all right, guys. I do got to cut it out.
You don't.
Yes, I do.
I understand.
He's old.
It's old. Well, I got other things going on too, so
that's fair. We'll see you, Dave.
See ya.
See you, Dave.
We're gonna give away things.
Well, we can't do it all tonight. I think we need to wait and have
Scott.
You know, you got the teasers.
I have unlimited things to give away. It's stupid.
Yeah, but there's unlimited things to talk about in the next video too.
That's true. So this guy needs a 12 CFM. I just know where you're at. This person says they're in West Sumner, Maine. Do you know that?
I know of it. I don't completely know where it is. I'm going to find out though.
Is that close to Scott? Do you have a recommendation on a vacuum pump? Need something for at least 1,000 taps. Matthew LaFlame. Where is he from? New Hampshire, I think, right?
Littleton, yep.
Yeah, what do you need, man? I'm like granting wishes today. Granting wishes. So whatever it is, all you gotta do is say it.
Right there, the comment, need a bubbler for your pans. Yes, you do. Anyone that wants to put cheap horsepower into your pans and make it so it's easier to clean, a bubbler is one of your best bang for your buck because it helps clean too. And I will never own another evaporator without a bubbler. Guaranteed. That'll be like the first thing that comes with it before you put hoods on it or anything. It'll have a bubbler in the back.
All right, here we go. What's this say? It says, hold on. Just past Turner Buckfield. You know where that is?
Yeah, I do know where it is.
Yep. That sounds real Maine-ish.
West Sumner.
Yeah, that's what they would say it like too.
Mm-hmm.
3x10 Galt. That would be an improvement over my 3x10 DNG. Yes,
Fact.
it would.
Fact.
Yes, it would.
Especially going from a natural draft arch to
I call it
gasification.
That's what he calls it.
Yeah, but going from natural draft to anything, instant upgrade.
You're getting a lot of comments, man. I need bubblers. Riley says, I need a pump to replace my gas pump. Done.
How many taps? Because that matters.
I just waved the magic wand. Riley, how many taps? We're giving away stuff.
Well, if he says he's got 200,000, then you might be up a creek here.
It's still good press. I'd do it. I would. Not even question. Like, I would do it. It says, how much syrup do you make an hour, Scott, on your 2x6? This is just stupid.
I can do 10, 12 gallons an hour if I'm putting 12, 15% in. I don't have a set percent that I run.
In wood or concentration?
What's that?
Is that concentration?
Yeah, sap concentration.
All right.
Yep. I don't have a set number that I run to for bricks coming out of the RO. I base it more on how much sap we have for the day. So the more sap we have, the harder I step on it. So I don't like to boil anything less than 8, but I don't mind boiling rocket fuel at the end of the day either, so we can go to bed, because 2,400 gallons is about the most we'll do in a night, and I'll squeeze it down to where we boil 4 to 6 hours as a max. We don't ever boil more than that, but I can make 10, 12 gallons an hour.
On a 2x6.
On a 2x6, yeah. The thing jumps up and down, and the sides of it just shake the whole time it's running.
This guy says I'd take a draw-off tank for my 2x8. Smag. Do you have a preheater or a flash pan? You buy a flash pan, I got you, dude. You need a flash pan so you can tell everybody about it, because you cannot run our draw-off tank with a preheater. Sorry. What's a blown 454? That sounds like car stuff.
That would be, yep. That's very big of you to figure that out.
Well, you know, I know about the Johnson rod and all that stuff. You know, I know cars. 700. What's that mean? Right. He says he has 700 on that. What type of pump do we send him? Scott.
The small one.
Yeah, I got a 110 12 CFM.
Is more than enough pump.
What is that Honda generator you were talking about?
The 1000?
Yeah. Is it really quiet?
Oh yeah. And it's got eco mode too, which it'll run that Becker, it'll run it in eco mode, so it's not even running at full RPM and makes full power because it's an inverter generator.
So the Becker's what? It's a 110 volt?
Yep. I can tell you the amps.
What's the book?
4.8.
Oh man, that's barely a vacuum pump, dude.
Well, they have bigger ones, but I didn't need a bigger one because it's only 100 taps.
4.8. It's close, dude. Just saying.
Where's my paperwork?
Here we go. We're giving away free stuff, which is awesome. Is there another YouTube channels, plural, that gives away free stuff other than Dunn Family Maple, Hughes Family Farms? I think it is. And Bissell Maple Farm are giving her free stuff.
So I can put them into a we've got a Becker, another 110 pump that's an 11.2 CFM. We do have that, and then but that's pulling 10 amps, where that little one's only pulling 6.2 amps. So you could probably still do it. It'd be pushing it on that 10 amps on the 110. Your fuel efficiency would be struggling.
The answer is yes. 4 Kids Farms. Yes. Solar extractor. Where you at located? That counts. I want to know. Jason says, flash pan for my 1 season evaporator. I need more info, dude. Like, tell me more. Where you at? I need more. Hold on. Oh, flash pans are more than steam aways. Just letting you know. Because we have a line. Like, you got to get in line, dude. Draw-off tank, Western New York, a little bit away from Doug. I might be able to help you, dude.
12 CFM pump for 1,000 taps. Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah.
You got to pay attention and make sure you're spending plenty of time in the woods.
On free equipment. So if you have a double guzzler, yeah, I'll take it on trade. Sure, man. You need a real one. Well, you'll need a Honda 1000, it sounds like. Is this dude stepping? Scott, is he stepping?
I don't know how he's doing it on natural draft.
Me either.
Straight up. But I'm not going to call bullshit because I wasn't there. But you got to have some serious horsepower to make that kind of thing go.
I'm excited to see Scott run the Revolution style pan.
Yep, I did. I upgraded from Patriot pans to Revolution this year because the sugar house was just getting too busy. And I didn't like switch into the offside because we were carrying hot syrup in front of the evaporator when the guys are trying to put wood in, and almost tripped with a bucket of syrup. And I mean, I spill enough syrup on an average day. I don't need to trip and spill a bucket and burn someone.
So it's fair.
I went to Revolution. And I do like the Galt pans, how close the plumbing is, because my plumbing does hang out a long ways. In the chip box, it's got the chip trap in my hot syrup float, and the thing's a monster. It's huge.
I'm in, dude.
But I'm definitely looking forward to staying on one side because I wasn't switching sides enough. Like Maple Weekend, we stayed on one side way too long because I didn't want to go on the off side for flow with people inside the sugar house. And I damn near burned a pan up because of it, because it was dirty, bad.
So, Scott, would a 12 CFM pump work for 1,000 taps?
If you're working hard in the woods, yep. You're going to have to put the time into the woods on that. You've got some wiggle room, but it's not a ton of wiggle room. But yes, should.
Good comment here. I have no idea, man. None. Central New York. 2x6 Patriot. Ontario Solar Extractor. Guzzler question here. Scott?
Yep. I'm not the best for him, but I can answer. What's your question, Nathan?
It's up there. Just a comment there. Candy machine. That's sneaky, that request, because Dave makes a freaking good candy machine. That's a sneaky request.
I still haven't got a
I need to know where you're at.
And at 3/4 of a mile from power, change my mind on a better set of spending a fortune. 1,500 trees, I would put a true vacuum pump, a small 110 pump on a generator with a true double barrel releaser. That's a lot on a guzzler. You're going to lose because you're going to have so much liquid that you're going backwards. So,
Scott.
wow.
Chester May Maple. You see that comment?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
What do we got to do?
We got to figure something out for him. He's got a power issue. I don't know what he's got for a generator, and that's the only thing is if he's make sure he's got enough generator for it, because he's going to need at 1,500 taps. He's going to need a bigger pump than your 11.
Say more.
But what's that next pump take for CFM or for amps?
I don't know. I asked today. 38 CFM.
Is that the next pump up? You go from 11 to 38.
It's true.
That's a bunch.
Great question. Yes. We're taking that sucker over to the Catskills.
Do you have a date for that yet?
No, because Dave needs a freaking finish. I said, dude, take care of everybody else but me. You're good.
All right. I need to go to bed. I think this has been a good one.
Yep. We'll see you, Scott.
All right. Like everyone that won tonight.
Stuff, dude.
Congrats. Yeah, you gotta send some stuff out. It's weird how much you gave away. You're like, a genie in a plaid shirt.
Yes, I am.
Just making wishes.
I am. Maple wishes. We'll see you, dude.
All right, everyone. Have a good night.
All right. What do you got here? Trying to keep up. Too many words. That might happen. Good for you. Doug, you are freaking lucky. That's all I got to say. Doug Bowman, you freaking lucky dog. That's all I got to say. Like, good for you, man. I do not. It was fun. We gave away a lot of stuff. Catch you next time.